Hey guys, it's Dave. Okay, I just made my focus list for this week, and then what I did is I can organize it by the score here, but what I did is organize it by relative volume of today since Monday already happened, so might as well include it. First one that popped up here is GNRC. You can see big volume, big green candle, basically 5 R vol, short float, 4.5%, 3 days to cover. I like this look because number one, it cleared this resistance. However, if you zoom way out here, you can see this resistance around 157 has been resistance for, has been a resistance for quite a bit since 10/19/22. Or at least potential here. This is, I would say, first confirmed at this level, 7/27/23. So over a year, right? And it's finally cleared it. I'd say next level I have marked here is 190. So if we zoom back in, we can see 200 SMA, 50 SMA, all grinding upwards. It's got a nice boost held over here and just start moving. So this would be a shorter term momentum play. This would not be a multi-day hold for me. Matter of fact, typically this is too extended for what I typically do. However, if you were to go into the, I don't know, 30 minute of what I like to do, maybe if we get a whip out of 170, like a shakeout here, and then come back into this area, that would provide a good stop for continuation on a shorter time frame trade. That's potentially something I would do. It just depends. Otherwise, this is way too big of a risk. Stop loss wise for my type. Next would be BHVN. Again, 3.5 R vol, 12% short float, 5.55 days to cover. It closed over this high here. It could be running into potential supply at these levels. However, all the MAs are pointing upwards, sets a nice higher low. Unable to fill this gap here from 923. It's a nice move. This would be another shorter term momentum play for me. VCYT, I like this play. I might, if I have an opportunity to enter as I'm traveling around here, I might do on this one. You can see that this consolidation, it's just been chopping between 33.85 to 32.88. So basically $1. Nice whip outs, nice shakeouts. And then today we get a large and bullish engulfing candle, with volume. And so I like the potential for continuation on the upside here, especially with the 4.5 short float, 4.5 days of cover, and it's right here at this prior high here. And if we zoom out, it broke these highs here, and maybe next potential resistance area would be up here around 42. I mean, that's quite a move. So we'll see. I like VCYT a lot. Next, Abbott Laboratories. I like this look here because we can see it is underneath the 10 and 20 day moving averages. However, it's starting to round about here, and it's at the 50 SMA, 200 SMA. If we set an anchor at this prior high, let's see where price is relative to that. For a load there. So price is coming up to it. It's around 114 at the moment. So maybe once it clears that, this could be a nice level. You see a lot of bottoming tails around this 112-ish area. So a stop at like 110, 110.75 would be pretty decent in my opinion. If you bought in at 13.75, get a nice $2 stop. Nice and close, and then maybe a run up to test this 1850 high, and maybe even continuation. I do like ABT a lot as well. TVTX, I like this because look, number one, we get almost a 2 R vol on this. 12% short float, 4 days to cover. Big bullish engulfing candle on Friday. Today, it sold off what was like an attempt to be a bearish engulfing candle. Again, it is on close to 2 R vol. And then all it did was get bought up, right? And so I am looking for a break of this high here for continuation on. CART, C-A-R-T, similar thing, RVOL, close to 2, large bullish candle here, resistance here, but this is consolidated, right? So we get a nice little level break of this 40.80 level, retest of this 42.60, and I am looking for continuation on CART here. Here's the further zoom out for you as well. So this looks like it could potentially continue to go. EVGO, large zoom out area. As we can see, this thing has just skyrocketed, especially on this very large volume. Was it last Thursday? All right. Maybe we get some we got some selling today, but big bottoming tail. Maybe we get a couple days of chop here, but large volume days like this, I'd be shocked if it didn't continue, and some sort of way upwards, or at least continue and start the trend upwards. So I'm going to put an anchored VWAP on here and then continue to monitor it, how it respects that. D-Dog still like it. We got a nice little resting day here. Indecision Doji, maybe it's time for a pullback, but I mean, it held up while the rest of today kind of sold off here. So it's holding above the 200 SMA now. I'm watching this level. What I would like is it for this to tag this 125, then pull back to test this level here, 118, and then move higher to set a higher low versus this consolidation in this break level zone. CDNA looking pretty good. Downtrend line broke, retest here, getting nice volume today, 1.7 RVOL, and continue on up, 7.5% short float. CRMD, LOL, been watching this since 8/19 and just been watching it go without me. I just continue to watch it because it's fun, and I like missing out on things, I guess. SMG, interesting look here. This is a area of prior resistance, as you can see, 1, 2, and this is third time, this 88. So if we can clear this, this could be potentially a nice kind of reversal play and just let it continue on trending upwards. This is a nice move from 65 to 85, 89. So big move. This is the first time it's touching the 10 EMA. Decent volume, 12% short float, 12% short float, close to 6 days to cover. So I like that short float, propping price up. Let's see, TSCO, Tractor Supply. I kind of like this look because it's kind of flagging here. If we zoom out a tad, you can see it broke this level, flagging back down. This would be a breakout and pull back to the 10 EMA. Nice look for me as well of what I like to trade here. Next, we got Uber. Fiddle low. Sorry. What's going on? There you go. Sorry about that. Next, we got Uber. Kind of broke out of this level here, this 74.25. Came back, retested it-ish. MA's all curling upwards. It does have a topping tail today with selling, but I mean, either way, it was up 0.5% while the rest of the market bled. So decent relative strength. This is also kind of like a Tesla thought idea with it. With the Tesla We Robot coming out on, I think it's Thursday. Ralph Lauren break out of those highs, pull back, retest, and now it looks like it's tagging the 10 EMA again today. This is a nice breakout and retest, pull back to the 10 EMA. Here we go, RTX as well. Down the wedge break there, nice little move, and then it pulls back to the 5 breaks this consolidation, and we may get some continuation on up this way. NNE, this just continues to grind higher. eBay, nice look, continues to grind higher. TKO, I was watching this here as it held this level, started to push away. Now it looks like it might want to start grinding and respecting this 10 EMA potentially. If it can get back down close to that, that could be a decent entry. MP itself, 21.5% short float, 6 days to cover. Big move, pull back to the 10 EMA. Now it's pushing away from it. We could get potential supply near these areas, so just be mindful of that. NEO, huge move here, basically from $4 to $7.75 after the still consolidation. Huge push, pull back to the 10 EMA. It's got 8.5% short float. So this could, I also like that it is pulling back to that level right there. And we'll see if it holds and then continues on up. I like NEO a lot as well. DOC N, Digital Ocean. We can see it could be hitting these prior resistance here. However, it's a nice move, inside day, red bar. We'll see if it continues upwards. LYFT, I like LYFT a lot as well. It just kind of needs to clear that 200 SMA, this pink line here. However, I do like it's making a higher low here, higher high versus that, coming back to retest this area. Maybe it starts curling up and then starts grinding up higher. I like that look as well. Upstart, close to 30% short float, 3.5 days to cover. This thing can move. So if it wants to clear these highs here, then it will have my attention for a potential momentum play. Tesla, always watching Tesla. I did exit my Tesla position today, basically for break even. I didn't like how I traded it. I entered on this red candle inside day at 920, had it all the way up to 265, and I didn't take any profits because I'm an idiot. Won't do that again. YMAB, I like this look a lot too. 11% short float, 21 days to cover. That's freaking wild. If we can get a break around this area here, I would like to be in this. I like this big green bullish candle, inside day. Basically, these three trading days has been within this candle here. So I'm looking for the breakout, especially with 21 days to cover. I like that look a lot as well. You're not getting nice and tight. I like that this undercut the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trading days and then closed higher. And that was on relative volume compared to the last 2 trading days. It was anyways. Grind up the 10, basically 10 EMA. Zeta, bearish engulfing candle on relative volume here compared to Friday. I don't know what's going to happen here. Just keeping an eye on it. ADMA, I like this look a lot. Nice bottoming tail after volume here. Just looking for a break in acceptance of these highs, which it has been. So maybe a stop below Friday's low of day could be a good risk reward. PLTR, just watching a retest of this breakout area here. Roku, starting to see if it breaks this consolidation area. This looks like it might want to continue on upwards though. Starbucks getting nice and tight. I like this look. This would be if this wants to push higher past this 96.60 area, then it could potentially, this could be a nice stop, this 95 level. And for it to break these highs, get a nice little stop run for a little price push. And we'll see what happens. This just continues to be an ascending triangle. Pattern continues, and I like the look of it. Going to continue to watch it. Vizio, maybe, we got a nice stop run on Friday, came back, pulled back in, but today we got a nice green bar. So I'm still looking at this 35% short float, pretty wild, 16 days to cover. Also, FIGS resistance here, pullback, chops around 10 EMA, looking like it might want to continue higher. EXL, chopping around, bearish engulfing, but low volume. So we'll see what happens. Low volume stuff isn't super convincing to me. So downtrend line break, kind of with the retest. And I don't want to say double top, but this is supply up here. So this 2750 is something to watch. WOOF, we got 28% short float, 6 days to cover. Breakout of this level here, this $5, let's call it, and then coming back, pulling in, volume drying up. I don't know how much more sellers there is, or maybe there's not enough buyers up here. either way, going to watch for a move out of this area. Maybe even a gap fill up to 630 or so. So that would be interesting. CRWD, CrowdStrike. I mentioned this last week, getting a pullback here, flag to the 20 EMA, and we got 3 days up with a little rest day today, looking for continuation there. ASTS might be a little early on this. We'll see. Downtrend line holding this level here still. This could be, 2110 might be a decent stop level. That's a pretty large stop though. I'm not a fan of that stuff, but it's under the 50. Once it reclaims this, it might want to start chopping upwards again. So that is also on my watch. APLD, I'm watching to see if this wants to hold these highs. However, earnings are in 2 days, so be mindful of that. And then last but not least, LUNR, Intuitive Machines, looking to see if this gap up holds and it fails to fill. Otherwise, if it just chops and wants to build a base, stay above all the shorter term EMAs, let the 50 SMA catch on up and just kind of build a position here, and then wants to continue on up, I'll be looking for that. Hopefully those names help. Good luck this week. Stay safe. Always use stops and manage your risk. That's the most important thing. Good luck this week.